That way he can share on his phone and all that good stuff. Okay. All right, you ready? Let's go then.
All right, welcome to another episode of Called in the Bleachers. As you can see, we're not in our average regular place of doing the podcast because we got an event going on here at Northwoods Church today, and we thought what better way to do the podcast than to bring in a live audience as well as festivities and a car show going on, so you're going to get to see some of that. Ryan, what you got to say about it today?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be an awesome time. We got a lot of, we got a bounce house. We got a lot of cars. I tell you what, if you don't mind, take a shot real quick. We got it's not all completely here yet. We got a good bit of cars that's already showed up. We got a Duncan booth that we're about to have a few people jump in. We got the Derby cars that are going to be over there on the other side, and we also got our Pinewood Derby cars that we're going to be racing. And we license plates, all that good stuff. We got a lot of stuff. We got barbecue plates for sale. I'm talking about, and it's amazing barbecue plates. They already smell amazing. But yeah, come on down if you haven't yet. Come on down. We'd love to have you. We're going to get into our podcast, of course, talking about our college football and college football picks and everything else. But just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up. This is all open. Come on out. We're at Northwoods Church, which is 640 Hall Road. If you haven't been here, come on. There is no payment to get in, none of that stuff. It's all free. So, but it's going to be a little loud at moments because we got speakers playing, we got fans going, we got people talking and having a great time. So bear with us. We're going to try our best to make sure that our audio is heard as best as possible. And if it's not, please comment down there and let us know. We're going to try to keep an eye on it and all that kind of stuff too. So, but, Pastor, you ready for some of this yet?
Oh man, it's been exciting. Looking forward to all of this today. It was a hectic week of football last week.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Definitely some surprising games, some that we knew was going to be close that could have went either way.
Yes, sir.
We seen Florida State suffer a tough loss last week. We seen Penn State fall to Oregon last week. We seen Georgia fall to Alabama last week.
Seen LSU fall to Ole Miss last week.
Yeah, so it was definitely a week of
upsets.
But
yeah,
that's what happens when you put top tier teams, together to play. You're going to have somebody's got to lose and somebody's got to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As a Georgia fan, it was tough, and I was, in the heat of the moment, I was a little bit, wanting to ridicule some of the play calling, but throughout the week, looking into it, understanding it, listening to some other coach talks. There was a lot of understanding that came from doing that and realizing there's a reason I don't make $2 million, $3 million, $4 million.
It'd be nice.
It'd be
nice.
And I know one big play call that really shocked the Georgia community was the 4th and 1.
Which one?
The one that we should have kicked the field goal on.
About to say which one?
The 4th and 1 though, and so just to get us a little understanding, you still may despise the call. But I'll say I was livid about that call.
Yeah.
But I got a little better understanding on it. And so in the game, they were working towards a system. This is something they had practiced. That if they was in the red zone on a 4th and 1, this is what they were going to go. Or a 3rd and short, this is the play they would go to. And if you don't know anything about how Georgia runs its offense, Cash Jones is a catching running back. He's a catching halfback. And so the play schemes are designed to put him in the flats or put him down the field. And so he always comes in on 3rd and 5.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, we was at 3rd and 5, and we picked up 4 yards and was at 4th and 1. But they wanted to move quick to try to throw Alabama off schedule.
Oh.
And so the play call was to run to the line, make it hard for Alabama to get lined up, and throw into the flats. If that tackle doesn't make it, it's a possibility. It's not just a first down, but it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Tough skiing for Georgia, though. Man made an awesome play, tackle in the backfield. We turned the ball over. So, you got to tip your hats to the defense. You got to tip your hats to the game. And, hey, 24-21.
It was a close game.
You can't hang your head.
No.
Kirby Smart, he's got to figure out a way to win that game.
And I will say, even in talking about that, Bama jumped out to 14-0 at the very beginning. And if they would have held a little bit stronger, it would have been a totally different game. But with them jumping out to 14-0, that's what really cemented that game, because Georgia came back in the second half and they started coming back.
That's right.
And they just didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
I feel like if there was another 5 minutes on that clock, Georgia would have won that game.
Very possible, and and that's not to take anything from Alabama.
Oh God, no.
Alabama done
They showed up.
what they should have needed to do. They come out and they hit the ground running. They went fast, and Georgia had a super slow start, and Alabama took advantage of it. Ty Simpson, no doubt, was a Heisman.
Yeah,
was a Heisman quarterback in that game.
He's a Heisman contender in my case.
He moved our defenders around. He put the ball where it needed to be. I don't have nothing but respect for how Ty Simpson managed and played that game. They owned the entire game clock.
Yeah.
One thing that, as a Georgia fan, though, you can be excited about is that through all the stalls in the first half that Georgia had, in 18 plays, I believe it was, we put up 14 points, I believe it was, and so we were still behind going into the half, but not by much, and then came out and never allowed a single point to be scored the entire
second half. That's
That's not to say that, when it comes to the kneeling down at the end, they couldn't have got close enough for a field goal or so. It's not to say you would have held them completely scoreless, but your first half and your second half was totally different. And so, like I said, Georgia, I believe, done what a good team does, and they moved and they adapted to the atmosphere of that game, and they changed some things, and it worked.
Yeah.
It just, they came up 3 points short.
Yeah.
Bama played a great game, though. That's probably, in my opinion, probably the best game Bama's had this year.
Yeah.
They got a good one on the schedule for today.
Yeah.
I never, 10 years ago, you would have never convinced me that I'd be talking about Alabama Vanderbilt being the game of the day.
And I'm telling you, it can very well be the game of the day.
I mean,
and I understand FSU Miami's playing, but I'm just saying in the SEC, definitely Bama Vandy is the game of the week.
College game day thought it was worthy of going in. So we got ESPN sitting down in Tuscaloosa today waiting on Pavia and Simpson to square off.
Show up, I'll even go into the LSU game with Ole Miss. There was a lot of stuff that happened in that game. Ole Miss gave up a lot of penalties, almost 100 yards worth of penalties, if I remember correctly. But there was so many problems on both sides of the ball. But our offense in LSU, we just weren't clicking. And a lot of people started wondering if Nussmeier was injured and trying to play through it. A lot of skepticism because they didn't really ever come out and say he wasn't injured, but they also didn't come out and say he was injured. But there's a lot of people thinking that he's injured right now because he's not throwing on the dime like he usually does. But in the midst of all that, none of that even matters. It comes down to the fact that our offense wasn't moving the ball like they were supposed to. We got a touchdown at the very beginning. That was kind of a lucky catch, to be honest with you, because our guy fumbled around with it into another receiver's hand while he was hitting the ground. So, hallelujah, we got that touchdown. But that game, our defense showed up and was showing out. They were on the field almost the whole game because our offense just could not keep it going. So, Brian Kelly, I know, said that he's going to try to start looking at it, and he finally took responsibility for it, which I'm going to be honest with you, that's one of Brian Kelly's biggest downfalls. He don't like taking responsibility for his team. But I feel like he's doing a little bit better, and I feel like he's going to try to push it. And Nussmeier said it was completely his fault. He's trying to take the blame, and he's being that captain that he's supposed to be and that quarterback that he's supposed to be. So I'll give him that. But Ole Miss, they played a phenomenal game. Their quarterback came out there, and he's a second string. Yeah, he was their second string. He was their backup, and he came out there, and he looked like a Heisman candidate the whole time. I think he threw one pick the whole game. So. And I know that's not a great thing, but that was an awesome thing, seeing how our defense has been getting a lot of picks. So regardless of all that, it was a 5-point game. It was a very close game all the way to the last minute, and then finally they pushed through on the third. I think it was 3rd and 8. They got the first down, and they got to run out the clock after that. So my hats off to Ole Miss. I will say Ole Miss is going to be a powerful team. Speaking of Ole Miss, though, I got kind of wind from some fans that I know that said that Ole Miss might be in some trouble right now because financially they don't know if they can keep paying Lane Kiffin the way they are. But I don't know if this is 100% true, but I've heard this from 2 or 3 different people. And it does kind of worry you because everybody knows, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, everybody knows Billy Napier's about to be done at Florida. I'm surprised they haven't let him go already. I mean, Sam Pittman just got released from Arkansas this past week after the Notre Dame game. So, Bobby Petrino, he just took over as the head coach there. Ain't that again?
Yeah, I
He's
think
been
it's
the
the
head
second
coach.
tenure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the coaching realm right now, and I'm curious to see if Billy Napier, especially if he loses any more, who are they playing today? Oh my gosh, I can't remember who Florida's playing today. But whoever they're playing today, if they don't win that game, I'm pretty positive Billy Napier's really burning right now on that seat.
Yeah.
So, and there's also talks about Coach O, Ed Ogeron's wanting to come back to coach.
Coach O, I'd like to see that.
And if he comes back and if he goes to Florida, that could be a problem because Coach O is a motivator. He knows how to excite some people, get some people hyped up and fired up.
He's a recruiter as well.
He is a very great recruiter. And I ain't going to lie, if he goes to Florida, that's going to be trouble for LSU.
That's right.
Because Ed O knows how to speak Cajun. And Louisiana folk, that's why there's so many of them that stick around Louisiana and play at LSU. So Ed O knows how to pull them over. He'll do it in a heartbeat.
That's right.
But the coaching carousel, it's going to get crazy. You know as well as I do, it's about to get crazier and crazier the closer to the end of the season. But I'm curious to see how some of this falls. I really am. So I know we got a couple other games that is on the docket, especially with Miami, FSU.
We got a special day of picks for one game today. We'll get to that here shortly.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you a question to kind of see your thoughts on
I'm listening.
Do you see a team right now in college football, regardless of what the rankings are saying, do you see a team that stands out that you can pretty much say they're going to win the national championship this year?
I'm going to be honest with you.
It seems like at any given week somebody can lose.
Well, see,
I don't see that one standout team.
I'll be honest with you. I see Ohio State going to the playoffs because, let's just be honest with you, they don't have many other players or teams to play. I could see Oregon going because they don't have many other players or teams to really play. I think Penn State needs to be pushed out as of right now. They lost that game to Oregon. So, and when it comes to SEC right now, and I cannot believe I'm saying this because I am an LSU diehard fan, Bama right now was the only team I see. I think that could go that far. Texas, they're not proven whatsoever with Archie Manning doing what he's doing. Oklahoma's putting up some numbers. They're handling business, but I just don't see them being able to beat one of those teams yet. So,
and don't get me wrong. Based off of 1 week's play, there's a lot of teams I would say. Now that looked like a champion, a national champion caliber team. For instance, first of the year, Florida State knocks off Alabama.
Oh yes, sir.
I thought there's no doubt they're going to be playoff contenders. Miami has been playing and figuring out a way to get it done, even though they may not be playing the best game every week. They figured out a way to get it.
Well, but to be honest with you, even with Miami, the only close game they've had so far was Notre Dame.
Yeah. Yeah, and it took them a minute to walk away from even Florida.
Yeah.
But, so I could see them being a contender.
Yes, sir.
But the same team that lost opening week comes in last week, and now everybody's seeing an Alabama team that always plays their best against Georgia.
Yeah.
My concern for Alabama is that going to be the same Alabama that plays Ole Miss? Is that going to be the same Alabama that plays Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Because they still got to play both of those as well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just wait to see.
And let's just be honest with you, Vandy's not a pushover this year.
No, absolutely
not. And Vandy had their number last year.
Vandy's strengths stand tall against Alabama's
defense
weakness.
Yeah.
And so the question today, now me personally, I'll go ahead and throw my pick out there. I think Alabama's looking to make a point tonight.
I do too.
And so my pick's with Alabama, but I'm not going to say that it's a shoe-in. I'm not going to say that they're guaranteed to win.
I think it's going to be a game. Either one of two things is going to happen. Either in the first quarter, somebody's going to jump out quick, or the second thing which I really think is going to happen, it's going to be a knockout, drag-out fight. I think the whole game.
I hope it is. I mean, I love those games.
I do too.
Especially when my team's not playing.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
And so I see, like for instance, like you said, you got your Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think they're going to stay at the top unless I believe they're going to finally beat Michigan this year.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to beat, but at the end of their regular season, they've got to go through that playoff.
Oh yes, sir.
And so of course they'll have that first week bye, but if as long as they win out, they'll have that first week bye. But they're still going to have to beat some top tier teams to be national champions. And I don't know
if they'll make it.
I believe it. I know that they'll make it to the playoffs. I don't know that they're going to be national
Well,
champions. But it could be. So we're going to see. I was just curious because this has been a
Well, I base it off of the fact, too, and I know it was week 1, but Ohio State and Texas was kind of a slugfest.
yeah.
And then you turn around and you see Texas playing against
Struggle.
some of these cupcake teams, and they're struggling. So it kind of makes you wonder, is Ohio State really that good, or are they both just that mediocre?
Yeah.
And I know that's a weird word to say with Ohio State and with Texas, because, and I don't want SEC bias being shown, but my problem with this conferences right now is when SEC teams play each other, they beat each other up all year round.
That's right.
And they're hard to beat. I mean, every single week, you never know who's going to win it. Look at South Carolina a couple weeks ago with Vanderbilt. Everybody thought South Carolina had it, and Vanderbilt came out and gave them a black eye. But then you turn around and Ohio State's out here struggling with Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, man, I understand the final score was 24-6, but
That was it.
up at
4-4.
halftime, it was not 24-6.
No.
So it's kind of like, man, is this really one of those teams that's an elite team, or is it just a mediocre team right now? So there's a lot of question marks, and I know we're almost halfway through the season, but there's still a lot of question marks on all sides of the football to me.
That's right.
But
I think it's going to be a good season to watch play out because,
I
like I
think
said,
so too.
to me, the competitive level, it's just like watching NFL. Is at any given day, any team could be beat.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be one of those years, I believe, you got to watch the team because NIL and transfer portal has made it where you don't just have that one standout team that has all the players piled up for five levels deep. You know, these players are going around, they're being paid, and they're going around and they're getting on teams and they're starting and they're helping some of these teams that have been struggling become more, more a part of the conversation for the end of the year. And so, really excited about it. But I think we want to get some of the crowd involved today.
We're going to kind of show y'all some of the stuff that was going on and get some of the folks to kind of get predictions and all that kind of stuff. So, I think the two games that we're going to talk about the most, about prediction-wise, is probably going to be Bama and Vandy and Miami and FSU.
Yes.
And let's go ahead
on the schedule today.
Let's go ahead and throw this out. We've already both said we think Bama's going to handle it. Who is your pick for Miami FSU?
You know, I've immediately, I said just because based off of consistent play, I said Miami. But, you made a point yesterday when I was talking to you.
I shouldn't have told him.
And I'm going to stick with my pick.
Okay.
But I really see Florida State having something to prove today. And I feel like their quarterback is a competitive quarterback.
Oh, yes, sir.
I don't believe he's just going through the college years and just playing. I think he still got that competitive function about him. And it's hard for me to think that after last week, Florida State's going to come in there flat. But I believe they're going to come in there and they're going to look to punch Miami right square in the mouth. And,
I definitely think so.
And I'm a Georgia fan, but I do like to see a team that comes from where Florida State was last year to do a 180-degree turnaround because they had night and day difference. Last year, they were 2-10, and then like I said, they started this year and right off the bat shocked the whole nation and beat up Alabama, not just barely, but beat them up.
They got them good,
And I think they got a good chance of definitely knocking Miami off tonight and climbing back up in those rankings because they dropped quite a few slots after losing last week, but that's just one loss. You got a lot of season left. Don't let those rankings spook you because you win the games that matter from this point forward. They'll be in that top 12.
Fully agree.
They still got some good games to play. They got, obviously Clemson isn't what they used to be, but they still got a Clemson game, and they're still going to look at that as a good win. They got Florida State. Of course, they got Miami today. That's going to bring it. They'll get Florida at the end of the year.
Yep.
That's a rivalry game, so regardless of what the ranks are,
it don't matter.
A rivalry game, a win against Florida is going to be huge. So Florida State's definitely got a good shot of being a great playoff team. And they got the ball in their court today to be able to have Miami in their house. So.
And see, he's picking Miami. I'm picking FSU on that one. And the reason is because I honestly think that FSU now has a chip on their shoulder. They have to prove something. But at the same time, Miami has a chip on their shoulder because they're not given a lot of credit for a lot of stuff. But I will say this. I think the third slot and playoffs right now, or the picks or polls or whatever you want to call it, I think it's cursed right now because if you notice, last week LSU was third and they lost. A couple weeks ago, Bama was third at the beginning of the season, if I remember correctly, and they lost.
Texas was third.
Yeah, Texas was third. Yep. So I'm
You
just
don't wanna
telling
be
you,
third
right now I don't know if third's the best spot. But what we'll do is we'll have the camera kind of get in front of us, and we'll start walking around a little bit, kind of getting a view of everything that's kind of going on, some of the cars that are out here, and then kind of even talking to some people. I got one question I'm going to start asking everybody too is, do you think there's any teams that are knocked out of the playoffs already?
That's a good question.
Especially in the top 25 right now.
Good question.
So, and I'll be honest with you, there's one that
Clemson's out.
Clemson's definitely out, but there's one that really kind of sticks out to me, and it's not going to be a popular one, but I think Notre Dame's out.
I believe it's a good chance.
I don't think they have a chance of getting in because they don't have a conference championship whatsoever. But
They can't afford to lose.
no, sir, they cannot. But yeah, as you guys can see, we got some beautiful cars down here. Well, oh my gosh, we got a beautiful car that just pulled in.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna be able to catch that one. But we got some beautiful cars already lined up. We got Miss McKenzie walking up to us, so we're gonna ask her a question. Today, we have an FSU Miami game. Who's your prediction to win?
I don't know. My family is divided on that, but go Noles.
Oh, you got an FSU pick.
All right, got an FSU pick already.
How about Bama? How about Alabama and Vanderbilt?
Vandy.
Alabama's doing pretty good. Usually I'd say Vandy, but Alabama's been doing pretty good. So
She said usually she would have said Vandy.
I don't like Bama.
I don't think anyway. There ain't many that like Bama, so.
That's right.
I made it alive.
But
As you
yeah,
can see, we got a lot of young people. Got some festivities. Got cars. There's even going to be a Pinewood Derby car that these young people have built their cars today.
we'll show you some of them in a minute and all that good stuff. I guess Kylie wants to come in and talk. Who's your pick for Miami, Florida?
Florida State's winning. Florida State's winning.
All right, Alabama, Vandy.
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 Yeah.
Oh wow, looky here.
So we got FSU and Vandy.
I don't think I got it.
Alex, who's going to win? Florida State, Miami.
Real Madrid. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Florida State.
There goes it. What about Alabama and Vandy?
Alabama.
All right.
Another Alabama pick.
Ashley,
Yep.
we got Miami and FSU playing tonight. Good game. Who do you think's going to win?
FSU.
We got an FSU
We
on
got
the
Shiloh saying FSU.
Miami.
Miami.
Miami. What
Hey.
about
Bama, Vandy.
Alabama, Vanderbilt?
I want to say Vanderbilt, but Bama, I think, got it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's a hard one, period. I think that's going to be a good one. We're going to get Chloe's pick in a minute, but we'll come back to her.
We got a big Miami fan here. I'm going to ask him what he thinks is going to happen.
We got a huge Miami fan standing right here.
Blake, Miami FSU plays today. Who do you think's taking it?
Oh, FSU.
FSU. What about Bama and Vanderbilt?
We're hoping for Vanderbilt.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're gonna look at-
Well, here's another question for you. Do you think there's any teams as of right now in the top 25 that are out of the playoffs
this early.
this early?
Bunch of good teams.
Bunch of good teams right now. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I was just telling them a second ago. I think Notre Dame is out. I don't think Notre Dame's going to be able to do it because conference championship and all that kind of stuff. And he said Clemson, which I don't even think Clemson's in the
No,
top
they're not in the
25
top
no more.
25 now. They started there, but they're out.
But appreciate your picks, brother. Appreciate your picks. So,
All right. Let's get a couple more
I was
picks.
about to say, who else can we hit? We got a few people out here. I tell you what, let's we might sneak
Let's
in
hit the
here.
kitchen.
We'll hit the kitchen crew. Y'all getting a sneak peek.
All right. We got a great big question for you.
And she's,
Miami and Florida State play tonight. Who's winning it?
Miami.
Oh, we got another Miami.
Oh.
All right. Alabama and Vanderbilt play tonight. Who's taking it?
Alabama.
Oh, all right. Alabama's got a lot of support.
They sure enough
All
do.
right.
And Miami's getting some support right
That's
now.
kind of split so far, I think.
Yeah. Well, we got some folks in the kitchen we about to ask a couple questions to.
Big Georgia fans. Big Georgia fans.
Big Georgia and LSU fans in this room. Uh-huh. We got some LSU fans in here.
All right, this is where the magic's happening, y'all. We got some tailgate food going on.
Yo, this is so beautiful.
Woohoo.
I'm so hungry right
Oh,
now.
my goodness.
Brownies, too.
That is some kind of good looking, y'all.
Gosh. So, Brother Mark, we'll start with you. We'll go to Sister Rhonda in a second. Miami FSU, who's taking it?
Miami.
Miami.
Vanderbilt Bama, who's taking it?
Oh man. I'm gonna say Alabama.
All
All right, Sister Rhonda, what about you? Miami, FSU?
Miami.
Ooh, Miami. Okay. What about Bama, Vandy?
Vandy.
Oh, our first
Sweet.
Vandy. Our first Vandy.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Miami, FSU.
Hopefully Miami.
Ah, not a big FSU fan. I'll go ahead and tell you Clemson's out too. So,
Fantastic job on the barbecue, guys.
yeah, there's. Yeah, that barbecue smell has been smelling amazing all day. But yeah, if you
Another
guys
big Georgia fan walking in the door.
Oh dear Lord, Brother Jason.
So Miami and Florida State play tonight. Who's taking it?
It's gonna be a close game, but I'm gonna give the edge to Miami.
All right, we
One
got one
more.
more for you.
Okay.
Alabama, Vanderbilt. Who you got?
After the last week's comeback by Alabama, I'm gonna have to give it to Alabama.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
There you have it. We got a big Miami
Do you want
fan
me to ask
here.
you the question I just asked them?
Right.
Who do you think is out of the playoff picture right now? Can you name at least one team that's completely out of it? Another Florida
Two
team.
Florida. So we got Miami and FSU playing tonight. Who you got winning the game?
Miami.
Miami. All
Miami.
right. So we got
Bama and
Alabama and Vandy.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Alabama.
Alabama.
All right.
Alabama.
We have very minimal support of Vandy, but we do have a couple.
We've had like two or three.
Good record.
Yeah, Vandy's undefeated right now.
Absolutely.
Who they play?
Well, they did
And
play South Carolina.
They were 1-0 against Alabama in the last 2 years
Yeah.
until tonight.
Yeah, until tonight. Then we'll find out. Then we'll find out the rest of the truth. Oh, my
All right.
goodness.
Let's go.
Oh, I get to go ask some people.
Yeah.
Well, I get to ask some of these great people. Sister Melissa, we have a Miami FSU game tonight. Who do you think is going to win that game?
Miami.
Miami. That's who you picking, Miami? That's fine if that's who you
Is there
picking.
even a college? I guess
Yes.
there's
God bless her. She's a
She is
Florida
up to
fan.
Miami, not FSU.
All right, Bama and Vanderbilt. Who do you think is going to win?
Bama.
Bama. I
All
got you.
right.
I got you. Well, thank you, Sister Melissa.
We have yet to find a
Sister
single
Brittany.
Florida fan that'll pick FSU.
Sister Brittany is a football fanatic. So here's my question. Do you think it's going to be Miami or FSU this year?
FSU.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. And then Alabama, Vanderbilt.
Alabama.
Alabama, that's what I'm talking about. I would ask my wife, but she's not going to answer because she's an Auburn fan. She don't want to talk about none of this. Yeah, sorry. Sister Candace Gonzalez.
We got Miami, FSU tonight in Tallahassee. 30 minutes up the road, down the road. Who you taking?
Miami.
Oh, she was proud about that one, too.
All right, so just across the state there, up north of Alabama, there's a game going on in Tuscaloosa with Alabama and Vanderbilt. Who you taking?
Vanderbilt.
Oh, we got another Vandy.
That's what I'm
So,
talking about.
We have got a lot of split between FSU and Miami. Majority Alabama, but we've got a few Vandy supporters, so we're going to see.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, y'all, we're going to kind of come out this way. We wanted to kind of show you some more cars and all that good stuff, or some of the cars and some of the Pinewood Derby cars. So we're going to take you kind of in a sneak peek area real quick.
Cool treat.
We're going to come through. Wave hey to the camera, guys. Wave hey to the camera. Up. We got
there we
Andrew.
go.
We got to hit Andrew up. LSU, good Lord.
He's really a
FSU,
golf guy, but-
yeah, he's a golfer, avid golfer too. Frisbee golf, sorry, very frisbee golf guy. No, FSU, Miami. Who you got tonight?
Miami.
Ooh, all right, Bama, Vanderbilt.
Vandy.
Vandy, look at
Oh,
that.
you and the wife can both pick Vandy.
Yep. One more question for you. Is there one team that you feel, or can you name a team right now that you feel like is completely out of the playoff?
No matter what they do the rest of the year.
Besides Florida.
Yeah, Florida's done gotten, it's done got drugs.
I can't think of anybody right now.
Okay. So you're pretty sure Clemson's going to make it.
No, I think
How about Notre Dame? How you feel about
What
Notre
you
Dame?
think about Notre Dame?
they're doing good, but they're iffy.
Yeah. They got 2 losses right now, if I remember correctly.
They don't get to play in the championship.
No, they ain't got a conference
They don't have a
champion.
conference championship, so gonna be hard for them to drag back.
It's going to be a fight for them to get back in.
That's right.
But thank you, Andrew. We appreciate you, brother. But as we come closer over here, we wanted to kind of show you some of the Pinewood Derby cars. We're a lot excited about it already. We got a couple cars sitting over here. We got a roller coaster. We got SpongeBob. We got a Messi.
Got the police.
Yep.
Yeah, Messi.
Yep.
Messi. Got the bunny.
We even got a Derby car. That's a Derby.
We even got the hot dog.
Yeah. Is this a traffic cone?
There's Bluey.
Man.
A
Bro, that's
I
pretty
like
cool.
that.
And we got a few bunnies. We have a shark. Man.
We don't
Pretty
need
cool.
no shark.
No. Pastor Josh has got a shark story. But we're excited. We got the racetrack set up already. We got a few trophies over here. Excited about what we're going to be doing tonight. We got I'm telling you, I'm excited because we got all these cars that are sitting out here. They're going to be judged. All these Pinewood cars are going to be judged on the race. We're even going to have some demolition cars sitting out here. We got one out there right now. We're going to have a few in a couple more minutes. But we're just excited about this, having a great time, and we know that kids and family and everything is so welcomed out here. But we just want to let y'all know we love y'all. We appreciate y'all and the support y'all give us. Like I said, these beautiful cars are out here. There's still time to come out and enjoy this. We're going till, I think, 4 o'clock is what they said.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we got barbecue plates.
Yes, sir.
We got coleslaw baked beans coming on the plate.
Oh, y'all seen
We've
that
got
barbecue.
snow cones, cotton candy. We've got festivities for the games. For the kids. And so, and then we got car shows for
Yes.
all of you guys that like
All the bigger kids.
not just antique cars. We've got we got new Dodge Chargers in here.
Yeah, take a look. We got a pretty Dodge Chargers right there.
Yeah.
About 3 of them sitting right beside each other.
We got even a tent set up for brush guards, rims, toolboxes, all kind of accessories. So come out, join us. We'd love to have you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to it. Called in the Bleachers again this Sunday. Please continue to share, continue to like, continue to let people know about it. Because the more we can get involved with the community, the more we get people involved, the more we would like to have brought on.
Oh, yes, sir.
And so hopefully, hey, we can get some chances with some players and some coaches in the future.
Yes, sir.
But
we got a few surprises coming up soon, so we're excited about them, and we think y'all will be too. And still, we want to commentate a game. We've had a lot of people ask us to commentate one, and if we do, we wanted to kind of get everybody's opinion on what game they want us to do. So if you're watching, kind of comment down there in the bottom what game you think we need to commentate on. It can be next week. It can be in 3 weeks. We don't care. But we might go ahead and start doing that. But this is Pastor Ryan, Pastor Josh, and we're called in the Bleachers.
And go Yellow Jackets.